Exclusive contract with Falun Novel Network novel. Appraisal of Zhu Tian. Opening of Tang San's application to the high-level surface. Pan Jun traversed the high-end wasteland and became the heavenly way, supreme. In pursuit of the Great Way, he initiated the appraisal of the heavens and established a new supreme order. The celestial planes are divided into levels. Supreme World, Great Thousand World, Middle Thousand World, Small Thousand World, High Martial, Middle Martial, and Low Martial. Extract representative figures from various levels of the heavens and realms, endorse their respective levels, showcase their strength to the heavens, and assess their level. The higher the level of the identified plane, the richer the rewards, and the plane will also receive benefits. The heavens are boiling. At the beginning was Douluo Tang San. Tang San. I am endorsing the Douluo plane and applying to the high-level plane. So, the heavens saw a comical scene. Douluo fighting against 100,000 army. Does the sea god lift 108,000 pounds? Zhu Tian laughed numbly. Do you think this is the highest? Emperor Yi. As the heavenly emperor, I will be all enemies in the world. Huang. I am destined to be invincible in this world. The future me, transformed into a variable, I will endure forever. Falun Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Adhere to originality and eliminate non-compliant commitment letters. You are listening at novelfull.audio. 100 acres of land, guarantee that the signed work belongs to my own original creation, and strictly follow the Falun Writers' Convention during the creation process. I adhere to originality and eliminate the following violations. If there are any violations, I am willing to bear all consequences arising from them. 1. Ensure that the signed work belongs to one's own original work and does not involve plagiarism or plot plagiarism in Chinese translation. 2. Ensure that no third-party works or plot are plagiarized during the creative process. 3. Ensure that this work is first published and the only contracted website on Falun Novel Network. 3. Ensure compliance with laws and regulations during the creative process, including but not limited to, violations such as not involving politics, not involving pornography, gambling, drugs, promoting cults, not ghostwriting, not blocking or abolishing manuscripts, not hosting, not selling works or accounts, etc. 4. Ensure that regardless of the word count of the work, the signed work must complete the plot, never end, and never stop or end. 3 things to do when reading. Read, collect, and reward. 1. By chance, identify the heavens and all realms, and establish a supreme new order. You are listening at novelfull.audio. A flood and famine. A supreme consciousness slowly awakens, accompanied by the vast stars trembling. After all, it's still half a step away. This consciousness emits a helpless murmur. Originally, he was a traveler named Pan Jun, who became the heavenly way in the wilderness. At that time, the flood and famine gradually evolved, and the consciousness of the heavenly way was not yet born and completed, thus fulfilling one's wish. With his understanding of the development of the flood and famine in his past life, he gradually controlled the flood and became the supreme way of heaven. Subsequently, he goes further and wants to become a great person. But countless eras have passed, and no matter how hard he closed himself up and practiced, he is always only half a step away. Well, half a step on the road, I should be satisfied too. Pan Jun comforted himself so much. The flood he is in is not an ordinary flood, but a high-end flood. Earthly immortals live together with heaven and earth, opening up the stars and immortalizing their physical bodies. Immortals can cross time and space, proving that I am truly the only one. As for the ascending Xianxian, Jinxian, Jinxian, Tai Jinxian, Daoyuo Jinxian, and Hunyuan Daoyuo Jinxian, they are able to open up the universe, control the power of laws through countless great thousand planes, and achieve eternal certification. And becoming such a vast and desolate way of heaven, and completely controlling it, shows how amazing it is. Unfortunately. Further up, there is still a road ahead. Above all the heavens. Pan Jun had ambition and stepped onto the great road, overlooking the heavens and all realms. At this moment, he discovered a small golden particle in his consciousness. Golden finger. This is the golden finger he had since crossing over, but at that time he possessed supreme power. This kind of thing could have been created by himself at that time, so he didn't care. Now appearing again gave him an inexplicable feeling. Perhaps this is his great opportunity. With confusion, Pan Jun tentatively touched the golden particles. The appraisal of the heavens. A stream of information that disappeared from his mind puzzled Pan Jun. Ding! Congratulations to the host for initiating the celestial identification. Identifying the supreme identity of the host, identifying all decision-making and interpretation rights, and attributing them to the host. Do you want to activate the heavenly appraisal? Pan Jun is digesting system functions. There are countless worlds in the heavens, divided into the supreme world, the great thousand world, the middle thousand world, the small thousand world, the high martial, the middle martial, and the low martial. However, at this time, the heavens are extremely chaotic and have not been identified or divided. After starting the appraisal, quotas will be distributed to assess the levels of various celestial planes in a neat and orderly manner. No wonder I sensed a hint of the Great Road. Pan Jun came up with the idea that by identifying and dividing the various heavens and realms, unifying their operation, and creating a supreme order, one can enter the realm of the Great Tao. Do you want to activate the heavenly appraisal? The prompt sounded again, and Pan Jun did not hesitate at all. Open. As the words fell, a vast and immeasurable force was unleashed, instantly enveloping the heavens and all realms. The appraisal of the heavens is open. At the same time, all heavens and all realms. A vast and majestic Sanskrit sound spread throughout the world. Above the visible sky, a huge purple golden canopy slowly unfolds, and the immense power emanating from it intimidates the soul. Even the top powerhouses of various levels are as insignificant as dust in front of them. Perfect plane. Within the boundary sea. The terrifying power ravages the heavens and earth, and the stars turn pale. There a handsome and resolute man, with every move, would cause the stars to collapse and the void to twist. Across from him, there are actually three people with the same strength. It is Huang and the three great quasi-immortal emperors. They have been fighting for 30,000 years, but the winner has not yet been determined. At this moment, the sound of the great road comes from heaven and earth, falling into the ears of four people. What is this? Who did it? Is it the other party's method? The four of them almost simultaneously had such thoughts. Startled in the heart. Such means are beyond defense and can intimidate the soul. Is this battle about to be defeated? Immediately after, above the visible sky, a canopy slowly unfolded, pouring down with boundless power. Feel this great power. Even if it's wilderness, it's a change of color. Immortal Emperor. No. Even the immortal emperor cannot have such divine power that transcends heaven and earth. The three quasi-immortal emperors, their faces changed dramatically and they roared loudly. As a quasi-immortal emperor, I also know the terror of the immortal emperor. But the power above the screen that day made them tremble with fear, their pursuit of the ultimate, immortal emperor. Under such great power, it feels like an ant. How could it be? The mortal world. At this moment, we are in a state of great calamity. Han Tianzuan and Time Daozu are in dispute. Using the attacks of Han Tianzuan and others in ancient or modern times, quickly absorbed the laws of chaos. Don't let him do this. Under the exclamation of the Lord of the Reincarnation Hall, Han Tianzuan relied on the heavenly vase and seemed to have found a way to crack it. The 3,000 avenues are actually contained within this palm heavenly vase. Unify the way, take in all things. However, The sky suddenly changed. The boundless power has descended. What exactly is this? Everyone was shocked when they saw this. At the same time. Covering the heavenly plane. Defeat the plane. Holy throne face. Dragon talisman plane. One world after another. All the heavens and all the realms are covered in the sky, intimidating countless powerful individuals. Accompanied by this, there is also the sound of the great road being decadent. Identify the heavens, open. Fei Lu's novel, Fei wants you to look good. 2. The shock of the heavens. Divide the levels of the 10,000 realms plane and receive rewards for explosions. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. Identify the heavens. What is this? Countless people are discussing and expressing confusion among the various heavens and realms. At the same time, I am deeply shocked. How could it be? There's actually another world. Am I not the supreme ruler? Impossible, how could such a thing happen? Just as countless people were amazed, Pan Jun's figure floated. His figure is immensely grand and majestic, penetrating countless worlds, invisible and imperceptible, yet catering to people's hearts. Endless breath and infinite power envelop the entire heavens at this moment. As if in an instant, the entire sky of the heavens became chaotic, and time and space were under his control. It shocked and awed everyone, and made them feel incredibly small, as if they were just a speck of dust, incomparable to it. Is this the Maker who identifies the heavens? Someone exclaimed in surprise. It's so terrifying, someone murmured softly. They all had eyes flickering with fear. I have no idea where this mysterious power actually comes from, nor do I know exactly how. However, they can all feel with unparalleled clarity that this power is unparalleled, capable of crushing everything and destroying everything. Even the highest among them can only submit at this moment. Immediately Pan Jun spoke up. All sentient beings, listen to my declaration. His voice echoed through the void like thunder, making everyone involuntarily hold their breath at this moment. Every word spoken in my mouth exudes an unparalleled aura of vinegar, as if it can tear apart countless worlds and make one's heart palpitate. As soon as these words were spoken, no one in the world dared not listen and looked up, their eyes filled with awe and not to slack off. The heavens are in chaos, and order must be rebuilt. Pan Jun's voice, once again like a holy sound, spread throughout every plane. As his words fell, it seemed like an infinite mysterious force surged out of him and spread into endless planes. Countless creatures can feel that this power seems to have penetrated their bodies and passed through their souls. This appraisal will select the most representative character from each plane, showcasing the plane's strength, pattern, etc. We will identify the plane's levels in sequence based on this. At this moment, Pan Jun's voice had no emotion at all, as if it were the strongest and most sacred path, beyond doubt. It is full of mysterious and incredible power, which is irresistible. The levels are divided into Supreme World, Great Thousand World, Middle Thousand World, Small Thousand World, High Martial World, Middle Martial World, and Low Martial World. If the appraisal is successful, rewards will be given, and the plane will receive benefits, becoming one of the 3,000 great roads. After speaking, Pan Jun's gaze once again scanned the heavens and all realms, as if it had completely penetrated the hearts of all living beings. No one can avoid it, no one can refuse it. And upon hearing this, all sentient beings were greatly shocked. The heavens are boiling completely. Countless people thought to themselves, what a grand plan this is. At the same time, what shocked countless people even more was that there were levels in the plane. Countless beings on different planes are discussing, speculating, and curious. Who is the person who can establish such a new order? Surprisingly so powerful, this power is enough to crush everything, destroy everything, and even create everything. But more people still focus on the rewards they can receive. And there are also benefits for the plane. That is to say, the person who is drawn not only represents themselves, but also represents the entire plane they are in. Can the living beings on that plane enjoy happiness? If one person achieves enlightenment, chickens and dogs will ascend to heaven. It all depends on the person who gets drawn. At present, there are also people who are eager to express their opinions. Elected as the representative of the plane. A tall man spoke out first, exuding a powerful aura as if to support the entire world. If anyone could see his appearance, it would be incredibly surprising. He killed 3,000 chaos demon gods in the future and is still in chaos, Pangu. If you can choose me, you will definitely seek benefits for the plane. What are you? My first choice should be this seat. I am the Heavenly Emperor. A man dressed in a dragon robe waved out, exuding a powerful aura that made it impossible to ignore his presence. His identity is that of the ruler of a celestial realm. I am a sage in the wilderness, elected as me. I have decided to seek welfare for this land, please pray to all the people. Elect me as the plane representative. If you choose me, you will definitely be able to seek the highest interests for your position. I am the best candidate. Please pray for me quickly. At this moment, the top powers of the heavens and all realms are vying to be the first, fearing to fall behind others. Fei Lu's novel, Fei wants you to look good. 3. The heavens shake, countless hearts are filled with excitement. Tang San. I want to benefit Douluo. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. At this moment, among the various heavens and realms, a purple golden sky curtain was seen hanging high in the void, and strange phenomena rolled out one after another. Some mysterious and powerful runes are depicted in the air, and an ancient and powerful aura is surging, as if heaven and earth are constantly boiling. All the heavens and all the realms were shocked to see this. What a terrifying aura! This one eye of the heavenly curtain temple makes it difficult for my soul to guard. Divine beyond measure. Is this the means of that strong man? It's really an honor to bathe under such a canopy. At the same time. Douluo World. The 3 major leagues are attacking the demon prison, and I thought I could get it. Unexpectedly, at this moment, the demon prison was collaborating with the most powerful enemy, the demon emperor, both inside and outside. Directly breaking the plane seal, allowing the demon emperor to set foot in this realm soon. At that time, the demon emperor will devour heaven and earth, harming living beings. The whole world is in danger. But at this critical moment, the appraisal of the heavens began, and Pan Jun's figure emerged from the endless sky curtain. Tall and majestic, like the supreme deity above, making it impossible to look directly at. At this moment, all beings in the heavens couldn't help but feel shocked, and their hearts were even more amazed and fearful. Identify the heavens. Who on earth can have such ability? This figure is truly terrifying. Many people took a cold breath and felt their blood boil at a glance, almost unable to suppress their excitement. Even many living beings spontaneously worship. In their eyes, this figure is eternal and supreme. At this moment, a majestic man wearing a purple-black robe looked up. His face is very resolute, indicating that he has gone through many vicissitudes. It's the world of martial arts, Lin Dong. At this moment, Lin Dong, who was struggling with how to deal with the demon emperor, was surprised by the changes in the sky. My mouth couldn't help but murmur, and my expression was even more excited. Identify the heavens and receive rewards. Perhaps there is a way to save this continent. At this moment, break through the world. The ambitious Soul Clan has gathered all the ancient jade. The Soul Clan leader who has been waiting for a long time has finally been promoted to the strongest body in this world, Do Di, by virtue of this. The entire Tianfu coalition suddenly fell into despair. Do Di is the strongest in the world, who can resist? Just the moment when despair spreads. The purple and golden sky, Dan Si, comes from across the sky, blocking the sky and shining brightly. The figure of Pan Jun appeared even more. The language of identifying the heavens resounds throughout the sky. Everyone was instantly shocked. What? Someone wants to identify the heavens. And there are all the heavens and all the realms. How terrifying. Isn't it that we are just frogs at the bottom of a well, sitting in a well and observing the sky? At this moment, the sole heavenly emperor, who had already become the emperor of Do, was about to launch the final attack and complete the wild hope of ruling and breaking through the world. But he was shocked by the celestial anomaly and even more intimidated by the figure of Pan Jun, feeling extremely surprised. Identify the heavens. As the sole emperor looked towards the sky, he suddenly felt that his eyes were almost burned. The gods and souls are all on the verge of collapse, extremely dangerous. But with the slightest disrespect, he almost died, causing great fear in the heart of the sole heavenly emperor. I only felt that figure was so terrifying. So strong. No inspection, no disrespect. Even though I have become the Emperor Do, I feel like I am under him, like an ant. The sole heavenly emperor felt extremely puzzled and incredulous about this. How could there be a hierarchy among the heavens? What level should I achieve the highest level in this world? At this point, on the other side, a handsome man with an incredibly deep gaze. He has a sharpness that does not belong to his age, as if his eyes can see through many things. It is the biggest enemy of the sole heavenly emperor, Xiao Yan. At this moment, Xiao Yan also looked at the sky, feeling extremely shocked in his heart. I never thought there were levels in the plain world. But what caught his attention even more was the reward he received after identifying the heavens. Now, to defeat the world's greatest threat, the sole heavenly emperor has emerged. His methods are powerful and ruthless, and he has countless undead souls under his command. If it is allowed to succeed, life will be in ruins. The current situation is extremely urgent. I am deeply worried and unable to resist the sole heavenly emperor. After all, Emperor Do can only be incredibly powerful. If one cannot be promoted to Emperor Do, it is difficult to resist. But once the appraisal of the heavens came out, it gave Xiao Yan a glimmer of hope in his heart. Perhaps there is a way to promote Do Di. At the same time, Douluo World. Divine Realm. A handsome and delicate man wearing a blue robe was standing on top of a palace. His gaze turned to the sky curtain emerging from above, and upon hearing what Hong Yin had said, he felt a little excited in his heart. It is the god of this world, Tang San. Identify the heavens. The representative figure of the plane. Isn't this just about oneself? Tang San seems that he has become a god, and if he wants to choose a representative, he deserves it. His gaze lit up for a moment, and a smug expression appeared on his face. Looking at the entire Douluo, who can compete with me? It seems that this time I will definitely benefit Douluo World. Fei Lu's novel, Fei Wants You to Look Good. 4. The first draw of Douluo World, Tang San's heart proud, the anticipation of the heavens. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At this moment, all the heavens and all the realms. Countless creatures are discussing and discussing. Too powerful, such power is not something we can glimpse. What exactly is it that there is such a existence to initiate such identification? What kind of person is this figure? With such means. Identifying the heavens is simply terrifying. Countless beings are fearful of it. Whether it's weak creatures or ancient ancestors. At this moment, as we cross the sky and see such a vast figure, our hearts are filled with shock. Even worse, their cultivation is not high, and they are afraid that one more glance will explode. At the same time, on Pan Jun's side, his gaze was fixed on the barrage of bullets sent by countless people's words flying through the sky. Some people are amazed, some are puzzled, and some are looking forward to it. Many different emotions are mixed together, but undoubtedly everyone is curious about how to identify the heavens. Seeing such a reaction, Pan Jun slightly raised the corner of his mouth and smiled calmly. Since everyone is so interested, let's start. Next, Pan Jun's mind twitched. A sound is like thunder falling from the sky, echoing through all worlds. The first appraisal begins, will be randomly drawn from all the heavens and realms. As soon as these words were spoken, the entire heavens and realms were completely boiling. Coming. Is it finally about to officially start? Random extraction, then everyone's opportunities are equal. Many people are afraid to leave the sky for a moment, fearing to miss the most effective information and miss out on opportunities. Although it is not yet known, what is the ability of the person who initiated such an appraisal. But we all look forward to what will happen next. Countless people began to speculate, and there were many comments on the barrage. I don't know which plane will be the vanguard this time. Being selected for the first time should be a very impressive character, right? It looks like there should be a lot of fighting. Expecting, what kind of existence will it be? Accompanied by many voices of discussion. Everyone is curious about who would be the lucky one to be selected for the first time. After all, the first person to be selected must be someone with great luck. That plane will also have the opportunity to receive the first reward. No matter what, the top name is always the most concerned existence. Even the unknown situation makes countless people feel passionate. At the same time, many people are frantically praying in their hearts. Perhaps I am the first lucky one. If you can choose me, not only will you receive rewards, but you will also be remembered for eternity. Kill two birds with one stone. I hope you can choose me, I want to become a lucky star in the plane. At that moment, Pan Jun's majestic voice came through. End of extraction, first appraisal, Douluo Plane. Representative character, Tang San. For a moment, upon hearing the first selected plane, it immediately caused a lot of sensation. Above the barrage, many messages flew by. Douluo Plane. What level is this? I've never heard of it before, but it seems a bit unusual. Who is Tang San? Since he can become a representative figure, he must be extraordinary. Many people speculate and feel that this first chosen plane, especially the first chosen representative. Whether it's identity or status, it's probably quite impressive. And this plane may also be very terrifying. Some even boldly speculate. Shouldn't it be, this is a big shot. Terror is not simple, this person must be quite powerful. For a moment, the barrage kept rolling, and there were more and more speculations. Everyone believes that Tang San and the world he is in have something extraordinary. At the same time, they are all very envious of being selected first. This is undoubtedly on a piece of cake, where the first piece of color is taken away first. In the eyes of many people, regardless of the situation ahead, the first one selected may not be at a disadvantage. At the same time. Douluo World. Tang San stood on top of the temple, looking up at the sky, and heard the sound of himself being struck. My heart was instantly filled with excitement and pride. As the first representative of the plane to be drawn, it turned out to be me. It seems that I am indeed the strongest representative figure in this world. Immediately, Tang San's gaze also caught sight of many bullet comments about himself. All speculations about his identity and plain world suggest that he must be powerful. And this also hit the nail on the head, making Tang San secretly happy in his heart. Now, he has gradually ascended to the throne, believing himself invincible. It is even more appropriate to be praised so much. At this moment, Tang San has immense confidence in his heart. It seems that one can already foresee the scene of being worshipped by the heavens and all realms. My heart is incredibly joyful. Immediately, he looked up and laughed, showing a proud expression above the temple. Very good. In this way, all heavens and all realms will be able to witness the power of my Douluo world. More importantly, let everyone in the heavens and all realms see the charm of my representative character. 3 things to do when reading. Read, collect, and reward. 5. Tang San. I, the Sea God Tang San, endorse the Douluo plane and apply for the highest authority. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. In an instant. The heavens and all realms hold great expectations for the Douluo plane and Tang San. I feel like this will definitely be a very interesting world. I have a strong feeling when I hear this name. This Tang San may be the ancestor who opened up this world. I can't help but wonder what kind of world it will be. How strong can Tang San be? Many speculations and curiosities are constantly being sent within the barrage. The number of bullet comments on just one plane is already very large, let alone the heavens. In just a moment, the barrage was already densely packed. At this moment, Tang San felt even more proud when he saw such a scene. A smile appeared on his face, and his heart was filled with dark joy. Okay, indeed, the heavens and all realms have a considerable perspective. Soon, I will take you on a journey to see what the strongest world is. Thinking of this, Tang San felt even more excited in his heart. I was quickly selected the first time, and I am indeed the true chosen child. I'm afraid even the person who started identifying the heavens this time would greatly appreciate my ability. The Douluo plane is really thanks to me. At this moment, Tang San couldn't help but laugh in his heart and couldn't wait. Everyone, give me good expectations. Immediately, I will show you what a god is. At this moment, the voice of Pan Jun once again permeated the heavens and all realms, and a faint voice came. In addition, the level of identification should also be determined within our capabilities. If the difference in identification is too large, punishment will be imposed the moment the words fell. It immediately caused a huge uproar. Wanjie was suddenly in an uproar. Sure enough, you don't want to identify any plane. If there are rewards, there will inevitably be punishments. You have to think twice before acting. We still cannot be too arrogant, otherwise we will have to bear the consequences ourselves. Many people realize that identifying the heavens is highly likely to be a great opportunity. But if we cannot treat it correctly, we are afraid that in the end, we will fall into an irrefutable abyss due to arrogance and greed. Often, the gateway to heaven also connects to hell. It can be said that it is heaven and hell with just one thought. Thinking of these, many people who were originally extremely excited and wanted to immediately identify their own world began to calm down. I never thought before that there would be punishment, and once it was just like a reckless man, only hoping to be selected. But I have never considered why the world I live in exists. Now, thinking about it, I have also pondered a lot in my heart. But at the same time, there is also immense curiosity. Punishment, what would it be? Shouldn't punishment come at the cost of one's own life? Or rather, if the entire plane is unlucky to follow, wouldn't that become a sinner on the plane? It's still a bit scary. The rewards may be excellent, but the punishment may also be quite scary. After countless people pondered, they all temporarily calmed down. Realizing that this is not something to joke about. Many people also suddenly feel that their mood is lacking. Oh, that's really a pity. It seems impossible to identify it casually, otherwise we would still want to fish in troubled waters. Yes, you must be cautious, otherwise you may fall into an irreversible situation. With the sending of many barrage comments, more and more people are sighing. Knowing that this appraisal of the heavens is not an easily obtainable opportunity. At the same time, we also look forward to how Tang San will identify Douluo World. If there is one, there are two. It would be best if there could be an example. At this time, the Douluo plain. Countless creatures were shocked upon hearing this news. What? The appraisal failed, and surprisingly, they still have to be punished. Hush. This sounds very serious. I hope Tang San can have some discretion. Many creatures from the Douluo world. I still hope to prioritize stability. After all, being the first to be selected, I don't know exactly what will happen. While it is an opportunity, it may also become a mouse in the eyes of others. At the same time. Divine realm. Upon hearing this so-called punishment, Tang San felt very disdainful in his heart. Punishment. Humph, my Douluo world is definitely the highest level. I am the true god of this realm, the strongest being. Who else can question me? I'm joking, I've already become a god, isn't that considered supreme? At this moment, Tang San's heart was incredibly firm in his belief that the plane he was in was absolutely supreme. He walked towards becoming a god all the way, defeating many beings and annihilating many powerful ones. Ultimately becoming this supreme deity, able to control the entire world. I believe that there is absolutely no higher existence than him. If so, why can't he sense, let alone see? It must be that this realm is too strong, and other weak ones are not qualified to enter. At this moment, changes also occur above the canopy. A figure appears in the picture. The blue shawl is elegant and handsome, surrounded by seawater, holding a golden trident in his hand. The appearance appears slightly gentle, while the temperament appears strong and powerful. It's Tang San. At this moment, Tang San also saw himself appearing in the picture. Speak up immediately. I, Tang San, apply to the highest authority. Fei Lu's novel, Fei wants you to look good. 6. I, Tang San, dual deities, demonstrate to the heavens and all realms what is the highest. You are listening at novel full.audio. As soon as these words were spoken, the world exclaimed in amazement. Is this Tang San? It looks really impressive. Surprisingly, when I spoke up, I wanted to apply for the highest position. Isn't that a bit too confident? At this moment, many people were staring at Tang San and constantly scrutinizing him. Seeing such an appearance is indeed unusual. I saw him speak confidently and with full faith. In addition, with such a heroic and vigorous demeanor, it has a commanding aura that overlooks the world. It also makes many people feel that perhaps the previous speculation was correct. Some bullet comments suddenly began to roll out. Is it true that having such a heroic figure and such a majestic spirit is at the highest level? Are you really a big shot? Sleeping in bed, so excited. Unexpectedly, you're just a real big shot. It's amazing. I want to see the big shots showcase their divine power. Countless people began to praise. At the same time, I feel extremely excited about the upcoming appraisal. I want to see if Tang San is really that big shot and what kind of charm he has. After all, he is the first person selected. What level can Tang San's Douluo world be identified as? So the people selected afterwards can also have a good reference. If it is truly the highest, then judging by such standards would be even better. If it is lower than the standard, then it will be downgraded one by one. If the level is higher, it will inevitably reach the high level and be even more powerful. If Tang San's position is not the highest, there is finally a benchmark for measurement. At the same time, it is also possible to see what kind of punishment will be imposed after the appraisal fails. It can also provide countless planes in the heavens with a bottomless grasp. At this moment, watching the barrage, countless people are already eager. Immediately, Tang San spoke up directly, wanting to prove his strength to everyone. I, Tang San, level 100 title Douluo. After becoming a god, I inherit the dual divine positions of Sea God and Shura God, and manage the divine realm. The moment the words fall. Suddenly, it attracted countless heavens and realms, all of which were extremely shocking. Although I don't know what title Douluo is, he is actually a god. Moreover, it's still a dual deity. In charge of the divine realm. Isn't that really the highest? It seems that this time we really need to worship the big shots. The so-called God represents supreme strength and status. In any plane, there is a concept of God. Meanwhile, God symbolizes power and authority. But Tang San was not only a dual deity, but also in charge of the divine realm. In many perspectives, Tang San is like the ruler of all gods, the absolute center of power. The supreme king of the gods. This is really a bit amazing. Unexpectedly, Tang San, who had never met before, had such a status. It's really amazing. Tang San, who was selected for the first time, looks really impressive. He is actually the ruler of the divine realm, isn't it too suspenseful? Fight through the world. Xiao Yan, dressed in a black robe, couldn't help but sigh. Unexpectedly, the first one to be drawn is the Lord of the Divine Realm. How strong should his strength be? The sole heavenly emperor may not be a match at all, right? Douluo World. Lin Dong's eyes sparkled with brilliance, and his heart was filled with anticipation. This Tang San seems to have royal talent. I don't know, maybe observing his power can give me great inspiration. The mortal world. Han Li, hiding in a corner, frowned and felt shocked. It seems that there are indeed many supreme powers in these heavens and realms. However, it's this kind of character that can be selected, and I don't seem to have to worry about anything anymore. Countless worlds and people of different levels are deeply shocked by this. At the same time, Douluo Plain. Upon hearing Tang San's words, everyone was equally shocked. Especially those who know what God is are amazed. Sea God, sure God. I'll go, how could I pick it up like this? Is it true that the plane we are on is the highest? Many people know that God is the strongest in this world. But becoming a god is extremely difficult. This Tang San is actually a dual deity. Hiss, it's numb. At the same time. Divine Realm. Tang San was proudly watching barrage after barrage pass by. Especially seeing the astonishment of the heavens and the world, as well as the words of praise, my heart feels even more refreshed. Haha. It will soon prove that I am indeed the strongest on the highest level. The heavens and all realms, who is willing to sacrifice me? Excited, Tang San quickly focused his attention. Understand what is most important now. Okay, now that the appraisal has started, I will definitely be able to seek my own benefits for this world. I'm really looking forward to the rewards that can be obtained after successful identification. At this moment, Tang San couldn't help but want to fantasize. After all, I don't believe there will be any deviation from the high-level level. In Tang San's eyes, obtaining the highest reward was already a definite thing. At this moment, the world is still waiting for discussion. Immediately, Tang San also spoke again. Next, let me introduce what is the highest level surface, Douluo World. Fei Lu's novel, Fei wants you to look good. 7. Wanjie doubts. With so many levels, is Douluo really a high-level level? You are listening at Novel Full.audio. The words fell. The heavens and the realms are boundless, and countless people are even more interested. Even for those who have not yet spoken up, they feel that things may become interesting in the future. How could Tang San expect himself to be on the highest level? How on earth did he know? How dare he have such confidence? I don't know if this confidence will be slapped in the face later, will it? Some of the people who had previously provoked also began to feel that things might not be that simple. After all, it is not easy to obtain rewards from such a powerful existence that can be opened for identification. From the beginning, he was so arrogant that if he was slapped in the face, it would become a joke. After all, it's not just one person's business now. Even the heavens and all realms can witness with their own eyes. If the appraisal fails, Tang San will not only fail to bring benefits to this plane, but also turn the entire Douluo world into a laughingstock. I'm afraid that by then, Tang San will also become a sinner on the plane. I don't know if this so-called divine position can still be preserved. Among the heavens and realms, there are already some people waiting to see a joke. And some planes still hold high expectations for it. We need to see how powerful this so-called supreme Douluo plane is. Is it possible to impress people? At this point, under the canopy, Tang San still stood proudly, his eyes gazing down at the world, ignoring everything. Extremely proud, completely disbelieving in one's own judgment, there is nothing wrong with it. Looking at the barrage, some people seemed to distrust themselves and even felt disdainful about it. You'll soon realize how foolish your ideas are. I am the god of the highest level, slapping face. It doesn't exist. Even if you speak immediately, introduce your world clearly. I Douluo World, without magic, without martial arts, and even less combat power. But it has an extremely magical and even the most divine martial soul among all planes. This continent has the most unique and magical profession, Soul Master. At this moment, Tang San began to introduce himself. People from all over the world are gradually entering a state of concentration and listening attentively. I want to know what gave Tang San such courage. How dare he directly assert that he is the highest? I also want to hear what's special about this first selected world. Subsequently, a series of descriptions about the Douluo world were spoken by Tang San. This world is composed of the heavenly Do Empire and the star Luo Empire, named after both countries, and this realm is even named the Douluo star. In the world of Douluo, everyone cultivates with martial souls. Starting from level 10, every 10 levels are called a stage. Starting from level 90, every level 5 is a stage. At level 100, there is a qualification to obtain a divine position, also known as the title Douluo. Those who have obtained titles and have a divine position can be considered to have the power to master the divine position, with unparalleled power. And soul masters can hunt soul beasts to obtain soul rings, or obtain them from the inheritance of divine beasts. Soul rings represent one's own abilities and can unleash powerful power. In this world, everyone can engage in martial soul awakening. Once successfully awakened, one can become a soul master. Martial souls are diverse and can be cultivated according to one's own choice. The higher the level of the soul ring, the stronger its strength naturally becomes. At this moment, after listening to all of this, the heavens and all worlds are shocked, and it is unbelievable. At the same time, there is indeed a sense of novelty. It is completely different from many world cultivation systems, even world systems. Martial soul. This is really the first time I've heard of such a thing. It's really interesting. It seems that the highest combat power in this world is God. I don't know, how strong is Tang San really? Many people began to speculate. After all, I haven't seen Tang San demonstrate his strength yet. Moreover, such a world has never been heard of before. It seems like a completely new cultivation system has emerged. It also makes people doubt whether it is truly the highest place, as Tang San said. Therefore, one can be qualified to obtain such a cultivation system. But I can already feel that there may be some significant gains from the description of the words. From these special descriptions alone, it is indeed possible to transcend countless existence. Some people in the plane are also beginning to speculate. He should be very strong, right? Since he is a god, he won't be too bad. Judging from Tang San's confident appearance, his strength is probably extraordinary. In an instant, the heavens and all realms became increasingly excited. Looking at Tang San's spirited appearance, I also began to believe what he said. At the same time, I am extremely eager to know. What is the combat power of this Douluo plane? It sounds quite impressive, but true strength can only be known by witnessing it with one's own eyes. Especially, I want to further understand. What is the difference between the world I am in and the Douluo world? 3 things to do when reading. Read, collect, and reward. 8. The confidence from Tang San and the strength of the title Douluo. The world is silent. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At the same time. Fight through the world. Xiao Yan's eyes flickered, and after hearing Tang San's introduction, he became even more interested. Douluo, martial soul. Unexpectedly, there is such a strict level division, which is a completely unfamiliar cultivation system. So many levels of realm should be very strong, right? As he spoke, Xiao Yan also clenched his fist, as if there was a burst of hot blood burning inside his body. This passion has made him even more determined to fight. For a moment, I became even more curious about this. Especially, when it comes to the highest known realm in one's own world, Do Di. I don't know, if my world reaches the level of Emperor Do, can I compete with the gods of Douluo's world? How much difference in strength will there be between the two? Meanwhile, in a perfect world. After hearing such a cultivation system and describing it in such detail, I am also becoming increasingly curious about this. Looking at Tang San with admiration. Tang San indeed looks extraordinary, with a strong aura. Is Douluo World really interesting? I don't know, if I compare myself to him now, which one is stronger or weaker. Since Tang San is a god, he should have been very strong that day, right? Thinking of these, Huang's eyes were also filled with fighting spirit. I can't wait to compete with Tang San and see how powerful he is. I also really want to know how big my gap is. Especially for what Tang San said, I felt even more excited. The cultivation systems of various famous figures make one feel passionate and uplifting. Therefore, in the heart of the wilderness, speculation has become increasingly upward. Is the deity mentioned by Tang San comparable to the immortal emperor? In an instant, all the heavens and worlds became interested in this. Just from what Tang San said, I already feel that the Douluo world is not simple. After all, the description is already quite unique, and almost the vast majority of the world is vastly different from it. This kind of cultivation system is rarely heard of. Above the entire barrage, there were continuous praises. This Douluo world does sound extraordinary. I guess it's really something special. Such a complex level, even if it's not the highest, perhaps it's not bad. I don't know, can our world compare to it? It feels like there's a big gap. At this moment, Douluo World. Divine Realm. Tang San looked at the shock and discussion of the heavens and the world. Especially on the barrage, many creatures in the world have been completely intimidated by what he said. Some creatures in the world have even begun to worship. Various praises of the big shots kept drifting over the barrage. Suddenly, it made him feel secretly happy. Humph, this is suppressing you all. Thinking that it was just the beginning, Tang San's heart became even more proud. Next, I'll give you something even more shocking. Let you completely submit to me, the Supreme Douluo. I am confident that this time will definitely bring greater results. It is even possible to directly lay the foundation to the high-level surface and complete the identification. So Tang San immediately stated. Next, please don't blink, otherwise you will surely regret it endlessly. Good show, it's starting. Next, please appreciate the strength of the title Douluo. As soon as these words were spoken, the sky began to change. Two figures appeared among them. In the picture, a figure stepped out. Across from this figure, there is an army of 100,000. But that figure was completely fearless. In his eyes, there was already a sense of solemnity, as if he had not taken the situation in front of him into consideration. Seeing such a scene, all the heavens and worlds began to get excited. Finally here. Is this the battle of the title Douluo? How strong can it be? Many people are becoming increasingly curious and want to witness with their own eyes the so-called title Douluo in this world. After all, according to Tang San, the title Douluo was already above level 90. From the understanding of many worlds, this means that one has reached a level of over 90 levels of cultivation. This is quite a remarkable achievement. Therefore, everyone is looking forward to the real performance that can be seen next. In this moment, within the screen, the soul of the title Douluo erupted as it circled. Without any hesitation, he went straight ahead and rushed into the crowd in an instant. Under the influence of the soul ring, the halo constantly flickers and the power explodes layer by layer. Like chopping melons and vegetables, it unleashed a rampage and massacre. Various soul skills are poured out, powerful and unparalleled, with a murderous aura. For a moment, many screams and screams kept going. In every blink of an eye, countless people fall, blood gushing out and flowing into a river. Soon, the 100,000-strong army, which was originally neatly arranged and had a great reputation, was completely slaughtered by one person. The screen ends here and gradually dissipates. At this moment, Wanjie, who had been eagerly anticipating the strength of the title Douluo, fell into silence. Even above the sky, there was a phenomenon of blank bullet comments. Fei Lu's novel, Fei wants you to look good. 9. Title Douluo, is that all? The world is full of ridicule. Tang San is numb. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. Seeing this, Tang San thought to himself that it was estimated that the heavens and all realms had been completely intimidated. Now even one person dare not speak. What he wants to achieve is such an effect. I have started to fantasize, probably everyone's heart is like a galloping horse. My heart suddenly felt refreshed. Haha. It seems that everyone has been amazed by the power of my title Douluo. I guess I have never seen such terrifying power before, and I can understand it. After the appraisal results come out, it's better to calm down a bit. With a proud thought in his heart, Tang San's face was even more proud. Subsequently, Tang San's figure reappeared in the sky. At this moment, he is even more confident, waiting for the response from the heavens and all realms. At the same time, there was a burst of joy in my heart. Great, with such a display of strength, everything is in order. Douluo is at the highest level, stable. In Tang San's view, it was enough to win without even demonstrating the power of the gods. After all, the title Douluo is enough to deter everyone. So, isn't God further and completely superior to the heavens and all realms? At this point, the perfect plane. Huang, who was originally full of anticipation for this, suddenly felt a little confused after seeing the entire scene. Even frowning, recalling what I had just seen, and after confirming that I had read it correctly, I became somewhat suspicious. Is this the so called title Douluo? Didn't you say it was very impressive? Did you make a mistake? So far, Huang still thinks that Tang San might have made a mistake, otherwise how could such a scene be displayed? It's far from what he imagined, with that kind of powerful strength and such a visual sense. I originally wanted to give it a try and see how much difference my strength was compared to Tang San's world. But now I feel like I can even breathe a sigh, afraid that the so called title Douluo in this world can't bear it anymore. At this moment, across from the wilderness were 3 quasi-immortal emperors who wanted to kill him. After seeing such a scene, I also looked puzzled. What kind of high-level surface is this? Do children play house? Title Douluo. Is that all? At the same time. Breaking through the world, Xiao Yan also looked at the picture and was momentarily stunned. Not scared by what is presented in the picture, but silenced by this level of silence. What he had originally imagined was not the appearance of such a scene. But what I just saw is indeed revealed from the sky curtain, there can be no falsehood. Looking back at this moment, Tang San's proud expression was clearly full of confidence in himself. Xiao Yan was also more certain. It was probably not that he had read it wrong, nor was it that Tang San had made a mistake, but rather that this was what is known as the title Douluo. This situation was really beyond his expectations. Unexpectedly, is this the end? Is that all the talk of the fanciful title Douluo? After seeing this scene, countless beings in the heavens and all realms can only come back to their senses for a long time. Basically, they are in a state of confusion and even feel a bit confused about the situation. Is that all? Is this the so called title Douluo? Inema, thought there was so much comparison, is that all? It's not as agreed, the Douluo plane is the highest. What kind of top-notch combat power is this? That's it. Above the barrage, not to mention the continuous appearance and dense mockery. Everyone feels extremely disdainful about this. Then, many people roast. Don't be joking, right? Is this really a joke? Can you come up with something that can be seen? It's completely off the stage. I took off my pants, why are you showing me this? More and more people are making voices of dissatisfaction. I feel extremely contemptuous of Tang San's display of the power of the title Douluo. It's like seeing a joke, I didn't even expect such a scene to appear. I originally had full expectations, but now I have been completely poured with cold water and feel quite uncomfortable. Subsequently, many people further gave low ratings. Can't you just rely on this to apply for the highest level plane, right? Look, although it looks very imposing with an enemy of 100,000, don't you see what kind of goods are on the other side? That's right, but one person killed 100,000 ordinary people, what the hell? Isn't this expressiveness too exaggerated? At this moment, someone suddenly seemed to understand something and began to send barrage messages one after another. I understand now, this Tang San must be here to be funny. Haha, that makes sense. It's really ridiculous. At the same time, watching the bullet curtains passing by, more and more mockery and roast even became more undisguised than before. In his words, he was treated as a joke without any respect. The gap before and after is completely opposite to what he had in mind. For a moment, Tang San was completely confused. 3 things to do when reading. Read, collect, and reward.